Everyone. It is Friday again, November 2nd, 4:21 p.m. Not a whole lot of earth-shattering stuff going on there today on the major indexes. Early on today, some of you guys may have seen the price gapped down on volatility and the market gapped up a little bit at the early part of the day, and then the market started to drop and volatility started to increase. There was a little 15-minute divergence that was present when the price gapped down and the technicals were higher and things like that led to that kind of thing, but not a very detailed picture. So not really of anything that's of high quality that I'm looking for. But as the day progressed, here around 2 something this afternoon, 2:15 or whatever, the price on volatility had formed a topping pattern that had already shown technical weakness, as this top was the same as the previous one and the price had gone higher, suggesting the price should have been back down here and not up there. And then the next one that formed, price had moved back down and then back up again. It was still considerably higher than the original peak, and this one was much lower and below the signal line. This one resulted in about a 600% return or whatever on the 37 puts. Notice it was near 38 and it went down well below 37. So with a distinctive pattern with only an hour and 45 minutes left in the day. So, that's the kind of clear pattern definition we're looking for that will be capable of driving the price with some substance behind it. And high enough time frame late in the day, plenty fine to be able to generate a good return very easily. Other than that, I don't know. We didn't see every sector getting on board like we did last Monday or Tuesday, where they were going to, get the market moving strongly to the upside and all that kind of stuff. We did notice that the financial index today actually had like a 30-minute downside divergence when the prices gapped up and gave rise to, some weakness in that particular sector. For a near-term thing and stuff like that. But there was I think on like J.P. Morgan and some of the bank stocks and even the financial index XLF was a 3,000% plus return on the put side from that clear downside divergence that was present here. And if you want to take advantage of that, J.P. Morgan, same thing. Price was a little bit higher than it had been here, and this is distinctively divergent and clearly showing technical weakness and everything there. Such was really not the case on the major market averages, not nearly so clearly defined with that much intensity. So the financial stock may be important sector in market movements and things like that, but they're far from being the only sector. But the other day, when we were seeing that accumulation of strengthening going on, it was true on just about every sector, if you recall, that we looked at. That made it easy to identify trading on the major indexes that are not sectors like that, or the individual sectors that had the most defined technical pictures. Both made good money. Anyway, a little sideways consolidation late in the day because of the volatility showing the downside divergence, a little bit of strengthening going on in the late part of the day, but not clear definition. The price didn't quite come back down and hit the same lows and things like that, so it's a little bit sketchy looking. So anyway, keep that in mind. We don't want sketchy. We want clear. Clarity makes profit. Sketchy makes uncertainty. We're interested in certainty, not uncertainty. So anyway, talk to everybody again next week. Have a nice weekend. Maybe spend a little time looking through longer-term charts. See if we can find another Goldman Sachs or something like that, or whatever, like I showed you on the daily chart patterns the other day. A very distinguished pattern. And very easily seen Closed up again today, didn't close at the highs and things like that, but very clear, distinguished pattern and things like that. As the technicals started to dissipate on volatility today, that added a little bit more fuel to the fire on existing stocks that had technical strength already present, like Goldman on a daily chart. But anyway, maybe you find some more daily chart patterns. If you snoop around, be amazing what you can come up with. And then if you don't see anything on daily chart, look at the 4 hour, then the 2 hour, then the 1 hour, and then probably don't need to go below 1 hour or 30-minute charts, because if you do, you're not going to see things that have enough durability associated with them to last long enough to generate a good profit. But anyway, other than that, have a nice weekend. Talk to you Monday.